Welcome to Matters Financial and Geopolitical from a Frontier. Trust the week's gone well. It's Friday after all. The controller of the budget here in Kenya has raised the red flag on Kenya's ballooning debt, warning that the country stands to spend more than 61 billion shillings out of every 100 billion collected by the taxman for debt repayment. This means the government will have only about 700 billion shillings to meet its recurrent and development budget, including running of schools, hospitals, the judiciary, the legislature, build roads, pay the armed forces and public servants. At the end of January, in an article called Reasons for Optimism, I said it's obvious we are fully loaded, and this is a phenomena that's not unique to us. And how we now deal with the balance sheet, I said, is key. KenGen has reported first half earnings. Profit after tax rose 0.708%. Half year revenue was down 0.618%. Profit before tax down 0.97%. Profit after tax up 0.08%. Earnings per share up 6.13%. But look at this, cash and cash equivalents was at 8.763 billion, up 1,150%. Electricity unit sales grew by 16%. Electricity generated from hydro plants was up 53% in the period under review. Hydro 4.4 billion, geothermal, which is the biggest component, 8.5 billion. Wind 1.8 billion and thermal 249 million. My observations: big turnaround in the cash and cash equivalents position. PE ratio is 5.4, which is at least a 50% discount to fair value, which means the price should be at least at 9 shillings and 72 cents. And Rebecca Miano is displaying a very safe pair of hats. And that too is deserving of a further premium. I think the undervaluation is plain egregious. Kenya Power reported first half earnings per share declined 16%. First half revenue, however, spiked 21.353%, which signals there's growth. Operating profit down 1.518%. Finance income was up 21.154%. But finance costs went up 23.549%. Earnings per share declined 16%. Cash and cash equivalents, which was negative at the previous reporting period, remains negative 4.226 billion. They said electricity sales grew by 21.3%. Transmission and distribution costs increased by 37.3%. Finance costs increased by 23.5%. The firm remains in negative working capital, with current liabilities being 1.9 times higher than the current assets. Total debt is 115.87 billion, while 16.8 billion is repayable in under 12 months. There is growth, which is always a good thing. However, they need to repair the balance sheet. Kenya shilling just sitting above 100 at 100.2. Nairobi all share correcting, still up 10.33% year to date. NSE 20 up 6.05% year to date. Thank you kindly and wishing you a great weekend.